Dalawa kayong both sides, magrespeto kayo ng ganito kung anong sinasabi dahil lahat naman tayo dito hindi nakakaintindi ng sign language. Experiences ko, nagyayabang ako sa qualifications. Kasi kina-qualify ka bago ka nila papayagan. So, ang nangyari, may katapat, mayaman yung inakusa. Deaf ang nag-akusa na ni-rape siya. Mayaman yung inaakusa niya, kumuha ng counter-interpreter. So, dalawa kami ang interpreter. Kaso lang, magkakaibigan kami. So, kakaya din niya ng mga lawyers as well. So, sabi ko, ikaw ang mag-counter-interpret sa akin. Sabi ko, tingnan mo. Hindi kasi kailangan sweldo. At that time, hindi kami ganun ka-organized, hindi kami ganun ka-professional. This time, pwede na magyabang kasi ang pagka-counter sa iyo ngayon, deaf na. Hindi na hearing, ano. So, dalawa kami, nagkakaintindihan kami, and then tinatanong siya doon kasi swelduhan siya ng kabila eh. So, natural lang yun kasi they spend so much for that. So, ang realization ko ngayon, importante ang role ng mga lawyers. Kaya saan side ka man, basta interpreter ka for the deaf, you talk to the lawyer. Kasi hindi pwedeng, kung may time na nagpa-practice kami, kung anong gagawin doon sa loob ng courtroom. Pinapayagan pala yun. Kasi hindi nga namin makuha doon sa deaf yung sagot. Kasi hirap na hirap kami. At saka pag may deaf relay interpreter na, huwag mong basahin yung ini-interpret ng... Ako opinion ko to doon sa first. Kasi kaya nga may deaf relay ka kasi hindi mo kaya eh. Deaf to deaf yan eh. Huwag ka nang makisali doon, mas lalong magulo. Tapusin mo muna, kompletuhin mo na lang muna yung sistema, yung communication, iba to na ng deaf sa relay interpreter sa iyo, hindi ka na magsalita. Kasi kung habang sinisenyas mo yan, nagbabasa ka, kaya nga may deaf relay ka kasi hindi mo maintindihan lahat ng sinisenyas ng unschooled. Kahit schooled, kung hindi ka familiar dun sa sign language niya, hindi mo rin maintindihan niya. Tapos, iyayabang mo yung mga qualifications mo para payagan ka ng judge. Dahil ako dami-daming ID. Tapos, may mga... At saka, ang transcript, pwede ba naghihingi kami, sorry. Ako kasi nag-o-overbag. Wala kasing guideline sa amin. Just practice, experience, natututo ka. Tinitingnan namin bago kami pumirma. May perma kami dun sa dulo eh. Oo, may perma sa dulo. Pagkatapos ng hearing, tama ba? Dinabasa ko muna. Kaya last ako, na uuwi, naglalakad ka na lang at saka takot ka kasi akala ng kalaban, nag-work ka para sa dito sa deaf. So lahat ng pasundan ka ng pajero, pasusundan ka ng ano. So sabi ko, ang learning ko is I have to talk to the lawyer first. Ito ba, attorney, tama ba to? Kasi baka maraming kultura sa loob ng courtroom na hindi namin maintindihan. So tama lang yung may seminars kami yung na ginagawa para sa amin. Malayo, marami kaming matutunan bago kami effective dun sa courtroom. Thank you.
So, whose responsibility ba yung pagdodrawing? So, kailangan pa may added skills, no? Pagdodrawing, pagdadala ng dolls, visual aids. So, I think madaling sagutin na to ni Rainier kasi napag-isipan na niya to. Baka ginagawa na rin niya.
Actually, I had a first-hand experience. I think this was 2 years ago. I was referred to by the judge in San Pedro. To another judge in Los Baños, Laguna. The suspect is a deaf person. Supposedly he stole a rooster na pangsabong, no? Pangsabong na manok, mahal din doon sa Los Baños. And unfortunately during that time, I was so sick. So I told the judge, ma'am, can we postpone I'm not available today, sabi ko, because I'm sick. And then the judge told me, Reyna, you have to come, otherwise the family might file a charge against me. It's because this case has been lingering for so long kasi there's no interpreter. So, even though I was so sick, I had to go. I had to drive to. Anyway, to make the long story short, it's so happy that the deaf was really unschooled. So I tried doing the formal formal signs. He was just poker face. So I tried the accused. I'm sorry, the accused. Okay, when it was my turn now to interpret for the deaf during the arraignment. So I was asked to sign what is being, the arraignment statement. So the accused was just poker face. So I ventured into gesturing and even acting, like, cow, tapos, I had to act and everybody was watching. It was really an awkward situation. And when the deaf still could not understand, so I requested the lawyers, and even the judge, may I ask for a piece of paper? And then, but before that, I was telling the judge, Your Honor, after the interpreter has done a formal sign language interpreting to the accused, and yet he still could not understand, I have ventured into gestural signs, but the accused still could not understand. Now I would resort to drawing, if the court would allow. So, and then the judge allowed me to do so, so I was given a piece of paper and pencil. So I drew a person, tapos ganito ganyan, nagsasabo, tapos siya naman, ginakaw niya, so on and so forth. So, to make the long story short, it was the court who provided the thing. So, because I didn't know, it was just really impromptu. I didn't know that the deaf was unschooled. So, I did not bring any paraphernalia with me. So yun po. After all those series of trying to communicate with the deaf, I just told the judge that the interpreter did everything he could to communicate the message, but unfortunately the deaf still could not, give a response, whether positive or negative. So I just leave to the court decision. So that's what it is.
Sumunod na just follow-ups. Kasi in that case, lang yun, trophy. So hindi kailangan na masyadong magastos. But for example, after nun, kailangan mo bang magdala pa ng photo?
Had I been informed that the deaf is unschooled, I would have brought my own, and to really support my interpreting. At the same time, since during that time deaf interpreting was already being done, I would have asked for additional help from a deaf interpreter.
See when?
Just two short stories. Yung sa Valenzuela, yung ganun nga, no, parang hindi responsive yung deaf. So, tumabi kami no, na hearing interpreter, and then yung isang boy na deaf relay interpreter ako, and then yung lawyer kasi medyo parang nagpapanik na siya kasi gusto na niya matapos yung kaso. And then so nakakuha kami ng idea na kumuha ng bote ng tubig, ng pencil, ng papel, ano-ano. Tapos, yung tinuruan namin yung boy na deaf relay interpreter, tinuruan namin na kung paano niya i-gesture at ipapaliwanag yung tungkol dun sa pagnakaw ng bisikleta, ganun. So, yung deaf. So, pagkatapos namin gawin lahat yon, nakasagot naman yung deaf na. So, kasi yung nangyari na parang yung deaf, very innocent, hindi niya alam na pag pagnanakaw yung ginawa niya. So, and then the fiscal, and then another story nga, in the fiscal in a province, sa PDRC referred me, no? So, ako parang din ako doon, pero punta ako doon sa probinsya, it was in Ilocos. Went to Ilocos. And I went to the fiscal. I was with the parents of a deaf child na unschooled. Tapos may dalawa kami na deaf, or hindi kami makahanap ng interpreter, hearing interpreter. So ang kasama ko was a hard of hearing interpreter. So kami, we went to the fiscal to file a case, to prosecute, to the prosecutor. Then, so tinanong pa ako, "Wait, ikaw, deaf? Ikaw ba yung ni-rape?" Sabi, hindi ako, yung deaf, kasi siya si Wei, ako yung nagsisenyas, tapos yung bata hindi nagsisenyas, tapos yung hard of hearing yung nag-i-interpret para sa akin. So ako yung napagkamalan na nagpa-file. So katulad nga ng sinabi ni Ms. May, no, sa court, yung court culture and then the deaf culture, I agree that there are cultures, that the court culture, the deaf culture, but it's important that courts understand that about the deaf, na we have our own culture, and yung so many things about us, no? Yung mga deaf, yung kultura ng court, yun nga, hindi nga namin alam. So, kailangan din namin malaman yun. That's why, yung clerk of court at saka yung fiscal, maybe when they see us na deaf, hindi ko alam kung ang tingin ba sa amin, unschooled, katulad dun sa mga deaf na nakikita nila. Kasi unschooled yung deaf na yun, or... So, that's why actually we get the deaf relay interpreter nga. So, that's what we're advocating, and then we use yung visual communication assessment for the deaf na para when we find cases, we give 3 interpreters, 3 hearing interpreters, 3 deaf relay interpreters na pinopropose namin. Yun. So, sometimes nakakapanik, but you really have to start thinking of other things or other ways to get your message across.
Comments from our lawyers about this issue? Anyone?
Insofar as the related issue, what if the court does not have the awareness to educate them? I think it should be everybody, the family of the deaf, the lawyers, and the interpreters. Many times, when you handle deaf cases, you also become advocates, diba? You make them aware na ito ang issue. They have equal rights as any hearing person. Yung due process extends to them as well. There is no compromise there. And that's their obligation to give that to you. Hindi mo, I mean, you can make them aware. No? You give them the brochures, pati yung staff, binibigyan mo ng mga ibang brochure na galing sa PDRC, binibigay. Ay, yung kalaban mo, binibigyan mo para alam din nila yon. And even the judge, no? if he or she asks, but you have to educate them. It's really an advocacy issue, especially the developments of deaf relay interpreting, and interpreting has evolved so much in the last 10 years. So it has to continually do that, and dapat yung pace na to hindi magsuslow down.
So whose responsibility is all of this, like the visual?
I think the interpreter is the one. It's not awkward for them to have these materials eh. Kung ang lawyer ang meron, may mga pictures, parang masyado lang rehearsed. Or the judge. The judge may have the materials, but not necessarily for purposes of interpretation. The judge may cooperate, giving paper, or kung meron siyang dolls.
Should it be the lawyer?
The lawyer should probably give it to the interpreter, but it should not be traced to the lawyer, I think.
Nag-raise ng hand yung interpreter.
The family court usually has the voice. Yeah.
Mas madali sa family. Usually, pwede ba matanong ulit? Pwede ba yung, can I talk to the judge Kasi usually, kung minsan ang judge hindi papayag eh. So, depende. So, lawyer. Pupunta kami kay lawyer and then lawyer will talk to the judge. Kasi ako, I always start with the fiscal kung sino naghahawak ng kaso. It starts from there, yung education eh. Tapos naki-carry over na lang pataas hanggang sa kinakausap na kami ng judge after and before the hearing. So, 5 minutes with the judge. Gaganyan
Ask
sila.
the lawyer, who's your lawyer, whether you're defense or prosecution.
Yeah.
You ask them to ask the judge to give you an opportunity. To give you an opportunity to talk to the judge and just to give a background. No? Para they can also understand why yung even the nuances of the interpretation. Kasi they need to understand as well. Pero normally if they don't, you're not going to convince them. You just want to say. So, tell the lawyer kung ano gusto mo sabihin so that the lawyer can ask permission.
Si Elisa. Elisa.
Sa ang pagkakaalala ko sa Deaf Human Rights and Legal Access Training namin dati, yung sa advocacy, yung sa Visayas and Mindanao, all over the Philippines, no? There are 8 regions, Cebu, Dumaguete, or 8 provinces, Cebu, Dumaguete, ganyan. And they invited policemen, lawyers, interpreters, from different people who work with the deaf, and also the deaf participants. And it was a good and successful advocacy, I think. And I hope that maybe we can do more of this. I think there was some improvement in Cebu and Dumaguete, no? Very successful yung advocacy namin doon. And I hope that we could do that also here. We can continue to do that here. Hindi yung pababayaan natin, never give up. We just give up on it, no? But continue to help, especially the other provinces. So, ang problema kasi, yung mga abogado din, no? Hindi rin masyado nakakapunta sa mga trainings. Mostly, we have the policemen, the interpreters who come to the training, which I think is successful. Pero yung mga abogado, of course, they say they're always very busy kaya hindi sila nakakapunta. Sila pa naman yung pinakamay kailangan ng advocacy kasi sila yung in the courts.
Okay, may parang commercial din. Meron po kaming libro, na lumang libro, na Addressing Rape in the Legal System. Basically, ano po yan? It's a training manual para maintindihan ano po ba ang rape sa isang usapin ng korte. Tapos, ang PDRC po ba ang gumawa? Ang PDRC gumawa po ng parang counterpart po niyan for death na hindi po nadala ni Lisa. Pero, parang taking off, kasi nga dito po, parang nung ginawa po namin yung libro, although we encountered yung sinabi ni Claire kanina, meron po dyan sa chapter 5 or last chapter on the court environment on the examination of child witness. So, mga ilang puntos, paano ba? Na I remember, ginamit talaga rin siya for deaf po, pero deaf child. At yung binabanggit nga kanina in 2006, I think kaya ganun ka progresibo sa Cebu. Kasi as early as 2000-something, 2003, may advocacy na rin ng Cebu for deaf. Kasi I remember, may kaso po sila noon na shinare sa WLB. At problema nila yung kasi unschooled yung deaf, tapos walang sistema paano siya gagawin. So, commercial po. May nagtatas ng kamay po ba dito kanina? Wala. Sige. Ay, previous slides.
Previous slides, election.
Yan. So, next. So, yan po. Yan yung siguro medyo gusto kong mas komplikado, no? So, pinag-uusapan pa lang natin kayo na konteksto, language. At ngayon, papasok na natin yung usapin na rape or the complexity of issues na paano mo nga ba i-translate ang salitang rape sa deaf culture or language, tapos papa-explain mo pa why did you not scream, bakit hindi ka lumaban, why can't you remember what happened. So, hindi ko alam kung meron pang i-share na dagdag na challenges or to pose more questions yung ating mga interpreters and lawyers given na meron tayong mga katulong na mambabatas, no, yung ating, na eventually, they would eventually consider in the drafting of the law, in the drafting of the bill. Kasi ito nga, ay very complex issue. We're talking of rape, na itatranslate natin sa isang kultura na hindi, lalo na doon sa sinabi kayo na unschooled, paano mo itatranslate ang salitang rape sa isang unschooled, isolated na deaf signer?
na why did you not resist when he raped you? Kasi yung binabanggit ko earlier dun sa women's form of resistance, di ba? O kaya yung sa deaf person sign of resistance. Kasi maraming resistance. Maaaring hindi, mas lalo sa babae, maaaring hindi physical yan. Pwedeng, kunyari, sasabihin niya lang, gusto ko na umuwi. Ganun ka-simple, di ba? Kaya yung why did you not resist, that's a tricky question. In fact, kaya nga dapat yung mga judges mismo, prosecutors, pati mga lawyers, dapat pinapaintindi sa kanila anong klase yung resistance ng isang babae. Yung ibang babae, pwede sabihin, gusto ko na umuwi, pero ayaw sila pauwiin. Hanggang sa papainumin sila ng ng beer, whatever, mamaya 7 na, sasabihin niya pa, paulit-ulit yung sasabihin niya, gusto ko na umuwi, yung ganyan, di ba? O kaya, ang alam niya, pupunta siya doon, may party, pagdating niya doon, walang party. Tapos, pwedeng sabihin niya, aalis na ako, pero pinipigilan niya. Yung mga ganong klaseng, pati yung scheme towards yung pagpunta niya doon, lahat yun, it all falls under yung issue na iba yung pagkakaalam niya, niloko siya, di ba? So, hindi siya tricky yung question na yan. Kaya, dapat nga may training din sa mga interpreters kasi kung hindi mo maabot yung judge, yung prosecutor, yung kabila, di ba? In other words, kayo yung next in line na magpapakita na merong resistance, pero maaaring hindi physical. So, pati nga yung paglipat-lipat ng upuan, merong ganun. Yeah, na-stuck na siya sa hotel. Pero sasabihin niya na, lilipat siya from one chair to another, yung ganyan. Okay, lilipat siya sa bed, yung ganyan, may sa couch, yung ganyan. Yung ganun na simple, resistance din yun. Diba? So, may mga ganun klaseng issue. Yung issue, yung sinasabi na, why did you not scream? May mga kaso na, ba't sila sisigaw? Nasa isolated na lugar. Diba? Meron yung, kunyari, dinala siya sa malayong motel. Una, hindi niya alam na motel yan. Basta na kung bata. Diba? Deaf pa, lalo lang, ganun. So, hindi niya alam na motel yan o hotel man yan. Bakit siya magsisigaw? Kunyari, domestic worker siya, yung ganyan. Household help, yung nagdala sa kanya doon, yung employer niya, di ba? So, bakit pa siya magsisigaw magpapalag? So, may mga ganong issue. Tapos yung why did you not disclose right away that you were raped? Maraming kaso na years later, saka lang sila nagsasabi. Kasi nga, yung pinapakit kanina ni Liza, tinatakot sila, napapatayin yung kapatid nila, nanay nila, lahat, di ba? Yung mga klase. Pati yung kung employer-employee relationship. Tapos, why can't you remember what happened? Tricky question din yan, di ba? Kasi nga, maaaring naalala niya kung anong nangyari, pero kung maraming beses nangyari, hindi niya maalala yung iba. Tapos yung, mas lalo na yung issue ng incest, yung ganyan, na maaaring hindi niya na, yung mismong araw, hindi niya alam yung oras, di ba, nalilito na siya. Tapos may mga issues din na meron ako isang kaso, noong una, so ni-rape siya, di ba? May panahon na sinusundo siya ng lalaki, sumama siya after the rape kasi gusto niya patayin yung lalaki. So may mga ganong issues pa. So nag-usap, merong mga ganyan, sabi mo yung kliyente mo, tatanungin mo sa kanya, sa build-up pa lang kasi nung kaso, yung mismong affidavit pa lang, complete na affidavit. Ang tanong ko sa kanya, ano yung tingin mo na mako-consider mo na itong months na ito talagang rape? Tapos, kasi sabi niya, at some point, sumasama na siya. Parang hindi niya na alam din kung in love na siya. At some point, yung gano'n. So, siya mismo nagsabi na, ito malakas yung kaso, ito yung file ko from January to March. Pero after March, hindi ko na isasama. So, nanalo yung kaso namin. So, minsan pati gano'n yung kung para sa kanya, ito yung strongest na talagang ayaw niya, yun nangyayari. Pero at some point, nalilito na siya. Siya mismo nag-decide na ito yung isa sa sasampa kong kaso.
Or meron po sa ating floor na gustong mag-share bago sa
Si Jay.
So yung nakikita ko sa mga sharing, sa presentation, orientation. I'm actually very happy that there is an awareness now about the deaf culture, and yung sinasabi nga tungkol sa pag-recommend sa mga judges about giving an orientation. And I hope, for me, I hope that judges and lawyers have a respect for the deaf, and yung wala sanang audition, yung mangyayari halimbawa yung mga pag-deaf, no, yung totoo na lang, gano'n, pero babaliwalain kami. Pero yung malaman nila na kami rin, may karapatan din kami, pantay din kami. So yung autism, the word autism, no, it's a US word. It's a new word. Many people or deaf people experience that. Dito in the Philippines, ang dami rin nakakaranas ng autism from their parents, from their lawyers. So I hope that that will not be an issue here with us.